Wow. I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually pretty interesting that my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information. I guess it's a fact of life that this is how some people made their living, on the backs of others.
Man, guys, I love seeing this kind of stuff. I love it. Because again, people like Sonny, they view themselves as much more virtuous than everyone else. They look at themselves like, we're so much better because, again, we're black and brown. We feel like we're so much better than you. Because, again, you're white. You probably own slaves. Your family owns slaves. It's like, first of all, I never owned slaves. And second off, my family, come to find out, at least as far back as I've traced it, we haven't owned slaves. But again, man, the funny thing is, she did. And, I get that. But guess what, Sonny? You're not at fault. You're not at fault. And you don't have, some kind of supremacy or whatever over other people. You don't. I mean, again, we have truly got to understand, in this country, we have full equality under the law, which is, again, all you can ever have. And again, black people, brown people, women, they're rich. They're famous. People like Sonny, rich and famous. But again, we got to buy into the fact that she is somehow less. No. And again, man, she's evil. She's evil because, again, she makes other people feel bad, feel guilty because of the color of their skin. She does the very thing that she accuses other people of doing. Again, she judges people because of the color of their skin. They can't say anything. They can't open their mouth. They can't say anything because, again, they don't know. They don't know what it's like to be a female of color. Well, guess what? You don't know what it's like to be a man, a white man. Ooh, a white man. You have no idea. And you talk about white people like, again, they have to feel guilty, or they should feel guilty for things that happened in the past. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. And then people like her, they make up stories and they say things like, oh, my son was called the N-word on a beach in Florida. No, he wasn't. And again, man, if he was, it was by another black person, or he pushed somebody way too far. Because again, we do have to understand, man, the majority of white people that ever would utter that word have been pushed way too far. And again, man, it's not hate. They're not hating you because of the color of your skin. No, they're upset because, again, they've been pushed too far. They've been bullied or whatever. And again, I'm not saying it's right to use that word. What I am saying is people like Sonny, again, they like to make themselves look, virtuous and great. And, but again, they're not. They are trying to make themselves look a certain way by holding other people down, by making them feel guilty, by making them feel less. They hold others down. So again, they're doing to other people what they accuse is being done to them. But again, man, people like Sonny, they're rich, they're famous, they have whatever they want. So again, man, I hope this experience humbles her to some degree, but I doubt it.
At first, I was deeply disappointed.
The slave thing is a bummer.
It's a bummer.
You can't control it.
I still believe, I still believe in reparations, by the way, so y'all can stop texting me and emailing me and saying that I'm a white girl and that I don't deserve reparations. I still believe that
someone did that to you?
Yeah.
I don't know who sent her a thing telling her she was a white girl.
Okay, it's too much, people.
But clean off your television screen.
Yeah, that's a lot. So I still believe in reparations. I still believe this country has a lot to do in terms of racial justice. But what I will say, Sarah, to your question is that I feel that I'm enriched by knowing that history.
Yeah.
I'm enriched, and I'm enriched by knowing that my family has come so far from being enslavers to my mother marrying my father in 1968.
Well, yeah,
She tries to get other people to feel bad for, hey, look, man, you're white. You're white. You have all this privilege in the world. But she finds out her family were oppressors. They were slave owners. It's like, wow. But again, man, thing is, at the end, she says something like, she said that her family has come so far to where somebody like her mom married her dad. What do you think this country has done? This country has gone so far. It's come so far. And again, we don't have slaves. We haven't had slaves in years and years and years. And no, you do not deserve reparations. Not at all. I mean, you're rich and you're famous. You're rich, you're famous, you're wealthy. You have undeniable privilege. But again, man, even if you are poor, you were never a slave. Sorry, you don't get reparations. You should. Nobody should. I mean, I'm sorry for who I offend. Actually, I'm not sorry, but you know, again, we have truly got to remember that people nowadays in this country were never slaves, and other people were never slave owners. We have truly got to see this. So again, man, people like Sonny definitely don't deserve reparations. Definitely don't. But the fact of the matter is, man, it just really, that one statement that her family has come so far, this country, the world, the Western world, not countries in Africa, but the Western world has come so far. But again, you don't like to recognize that because, you like to paint yourself as a victim because, again, that's power. Power people like you like to use. But guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
You son of a